Hello, everyone, and welcome to a much awaited the bus. This is episode number 4, and I know it's barely only number 4. Um, I've had a lot of issues with bill paying work and moving. This is actually the first time we're doing a show in the new house, as you can tell by the funky old lamp, which is actually touch activated. Ooh. But I like the lighting the way my camera is doing right now, so we're not even going to worry about said light here. This is actually the first time I'm also streaming or recording on my new laptop, semi-new laptop. This is actually the first time it's been alive and well enough to actually record on my, again, bill paying coworker at bill paying work. There we go. Um, was just so happened to tear it apart for me, found whatever magical issue was wrong with it, and fixed it for me. Just to give you a quick breakdown on what she is, it is a 17-inch Toshiba satellite. I believe it is the S or C 70 edition. It has an i7 proc in her. I put a 500 WD Black. I believe it has like 8, maybe 12 gigs of RAM, maybe 10, but it's a fairly well amount. Morning coffee. It's only like 8:30 my recording time and Central Time. Anywho, I'm gonna do a small upgrade to it. I'm probably gonna throw a solid state in it and then bring it down to a very minimalist gaming machine eventually. And this is probably the only time I'm ever gonna record on this machine because yeah, as much as I like it, I want to get a better camera for the regular thing. And speaking of camera, there is the normal recording camera rig, my crappy Note 2 phone, but it gets the job done. There's some just knickknacks and stuff where you're still trying to move into this house. So there is still a lot of stuff happening. I will actually be doing that on the personal vlog later on in the deal. So let's get to the more important items, and then we'll get into a little bit of discussion about what's going to be changing here. As you can tell already, I'm doing a little bit of formula change right off the bat. So, welcome to the bus, number 4. This one will be untitled. We're about to plug you in, feed you information, and take your ass to school. Alrighty guys, so in gaming news this week, we have just highlights real fast before I do anything else as far as formula change discussion. We have Xbox in there, Vin Diesel, PlayStation, Gears. Those are just the highlights of Saturday, Sunday area. Then we have a couple of cartoons that are actually in it. We have Futurama and Regular Show in gaming news, which is pretty cool. Those are two cartoons that I extremely love, both from pretty much the get-go. We have the Gaming Awards, or the Game Awards 2015, which is a rebrand of VGA VGX awards show. More stuff about Xbox. PC gaming, we have some controversial stuff about microtransactions. Of course, we're recording right before Thanksgiving, which means it's Thanksgiving week, Black Friday week, so we've already had some amazing deals come out, and we're going to highlight a couple of those real quick, and some that are coming out right now. And finishing it off, we will do Games for Gold and PS Plus, what will be coming out in December, because I'm not going to record one next week, more than likely, because it'll already be December. I've got a busy schedule today on upwards until next Saturday, but I will hopefully, and I almost promise, I will do at least one more of this series before we do anything else. Oh man, coffee, good stuff to wake you up in the morning. So, about formula change, what I'm pretty much wanting to do is the usual thing that I've done for the bus, which is do the intro, do a highlight, how we just did right now, and wrap that in like a 2 to 3 minute area, and then for about 5 to 10 minutes, just give a little bit of personal discussion on what's going on. I know that's mostly meant for the vlog, personal vlog area, but this is going to be more of the gaming side of stuff, so what I've been playing, what I've been looking forward to, stuff like that. I've been actually listening to CAGcast, PC Gamer Show, and a few other of my normals, and I've actually been paying very close attention to how their formula is written. Now, I'm not trying to copy anyone or anything, and it really sucks that it's only myself doing this right now, but I'm pretty sure I could do it by myself as far as how their formula has been working. Because it seems that a lot of people do this formula and it works solid for them. Whereas the old formula was just like blab out news, boom, 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 boom. And that's more of, and again, I'm not trying to say or hate on anyone or do anything weird, but Tech Syndicate kind of does that thing, and it works amazingly well for them because Logan, Wendell, and just recently Kane were on there, and their formula works for them. And I don't want to carbon copy anyone's formula. It's just that I've more enjoyed CADcast and PC Gamer Show, and a little bit of the No BS from Maximum, which really drew in the influence from those three main ones, and I've been listening to them for years, it seems now. So I'm definitely going to stick more to this type of formula, where we'll have discussion, or intro discussion, a little bit of gaming news. If I get more hosts or guests with me, this will be perfect timing to like, oh, blah, 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 and then continue on with our conversations. And that's what really helps their formula work so perfect, in my opinion, is that they have 3 persons or more at a time doing the discussion, and it just helps create that atmosphere and helps the show not drag or anything. So let's go ahead and actually jump into the formula change. So we already did introduction, we already did the highlights. So in gaming news, discussion of myself. Usually this is where we will talk about how or what we're doing as far as gaming goes. So, as everyone knows, the new Star Wars Battlefront and Fallout 4 are like the 2 biggest freaking games out there right now, and I haven't even touched them yet. To be completely honest, all I've seen are GIFs, some highlight stuff, very minimal stream, and mostly pre-recorded items of Fallout 4 and Battlefront. Now, it's not that I can't afford these games or I don't want to play these games. It's just that I don't really have the time to play such game right now because Fallout, if it's anything like Fallout 3, New Vegas, or Skyrim, it's going to be taking out a major chunk of my time. And I did go over to my friend Justin's apartment, recently, and his roommate Ricky was actually playing it, and I sat in for about 30 minutes or so. And it's got the same formula and whatnot. I know everyone's talking about it and whatnot, but just seeing it as an audience member, not actually playing it, was a pretty good experience. And I know a lot of people of older generations kind of question, and I know this came out in an episode of South Park where we question why we watch streaming and other stuff. And you know what? I don't have a problem with that at all. And I very much enjoy watching people play as much as I watch myself playing games. Like whenever my girlfriend actually plays games, I thoroughly enjoy watching her play episodic games like Borderlands, Tales from the Borderlands. What was another one? Life is Strange. Oh my god, I love the game, and I never actually maybe spent 10 minutes actually playing that game while she was off to do like a food run or bathroom break or something of the sort. But just watching that game and getting so and emotionally tied to that game really did justice for me. And again, I like watching these type of games and seeing where bugs are, what stuff I would have done differently, changes and whatnot. So as far as Fallout goes right now, I'm gonna hold up, and I know they were discussing this on other persons, but they're gonna kind of hold up to see what bugs they can fix, because I do want to get it on PC. If I do get it on console, preferable for Xbox One, because they're gonna get a little bit better support from my understanding in the future here. But again, I'm gonna wait for DLC and wait for bugs to get kinked out. That way it's a more enjoyable series for me, because I did that with Fallout 3, where I waited until a couple of DLCs were out, and a major, I think it was like 1.3 or something, was already out for a patch, and I very much enjoyed it. I didn't see any major bugs that they had initially picked out, whereas with New Vegas, I was able to pick out some minor bugs. I didn't get the whole twisty head thing, but again, just wanting to wait it out a bit. And as far as Battlefront goes, I wanted to sort of wait for friends and family to pick up that game to know what I really wanted to use that. And I had coworkers at bill-paying job actually pick it up for PC. And yeah, they're playing it, but it doesn't seem like they're playing it enough for me to jump in with them. Now, again, if more family and friends were to pick it up on PC, I would most definitely do it. But it looks like Xbox One is going to win this one out because I have two very close friends that are actually been in major discussion with me about it, and I'm pretty much set on picking it up with them or for them now. And that's another good thing. Like, I have everything but a Wii U right now, and it's pretty cool to have a diverse amount of friends, but it kind of sucks when you have to play that kind of part of what you want to play with. But it also helps you to experience the game better because stuff like multiplayer games like Battlefront, you need to have friends to, in my opinion, have friends to more enjoy said game. Like Counter Strike Go is a game that I'm very much playing right now, and H1Z1. Now that's a game I haven't made friends on. For years I've been playing with friends, and I actually got to play a game last night with one of my, or a couple of old clan members actually, and I very much enjoyed them. Sure, we lost by like 3 rounds, but again, it was an extremely satisfying experience. Even though the game is a little dated now, the formula works beautiful for us. We have excellent communication, and again, it just makes the experience and enjoyment of the game that much better. So that's why, again, I'm going to wait for Fallout 4, pick up Battlefront on Xbox One as soon as I can. That way I can do a better experience with them. So, enough about myself. Let's get to a little bit of news before we go anywhere else with this. We're going to do the highlights of the weekend real quick. So let's get down to it. Make this really quick. The highlights, usually they're only a couple minutes long. So, the Xbox 360 is 10 years old as of Sunday, so big congratulations out to Microsoft's second generation console there. I actually had an Xbox 360. Sorry, this coffee is really good. This is my last of my pecan blend. Anywho, back to the 360 here. I'd actually picked up a 360 as my second last gen console. I picked up a Wii first. Very much enjoy the Wii. We actually have her hooked up downstairs in the den, and we play the hell out of it when guests come over for usually GoldenEye, Mario Party, Mario Kart, and Rock Band 2. Don't worry, we're going to be getting Rock Band 4 eventually. But anywho, I had the Wii first. I got a 360 for a set amount of time. And I debated whether I should talk about this or not, but the hell with it. I'm already talking about friends and whatnot. So anywho, I'd actually picked up the 360 because of old band members / really good close friends that I had back then. And I got some good enjoyment time with them, but we kind of faded off, and I just didn't have a need for a 360 at the time, so I sold her off and picked me up a PS3, which I got to thoroughly more enjoy with some other friends. My other two close friends who I was talking about the Xbox One earlier had 360s, but I hadn't met them yet, so that's kind of why I never stuck with 360. And overall, the PS3 was a better enjoyment for me with family and friends, girlfriend, well, future girlfriend at that time, but now she's current girlfriend. Anywho, that I got to enjoy more time with them, and again, it goes back to kind of the intro deal where you gotta find whatever you like and stick with it, and hopefully friends and family will be there, or move to something that family and friends will be there for. Anywho, big congratulations out to the 360 there, and sorry Rudy, congratulations on the baby though, and hope that you and your family are doing very well with the new baby, and hope to see you soon, man. Anywho, two other news of the weekend. Vin Diesel just announced that he is actually going to be doing pretty much everything sequels to his major hits, which include The Fast and the Furious, which I didn't watch the last one, or the one prior to, but I thoroughly enjoyed 1, 2, and 3, as much as hates as it gets. I very much enjoyed Tokyo Drift. But anywho, back to Mr. Diesel here. He's going to be doing a new Riddick, which I am stupid excited about. I very much enjoyed the third Riddick of the series, which is the Chronicles of Riddick, technically. Before that, you have Dark Light, or right? Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just waking up again. And then the animated one, which technically counts as 2, and then Chronicles of Riddick, which is number 4, and then this will be number 5 of the entire Riddick series. And then you have the games, Escape from Butcher Bay, and a couple of the other ones, which I got to try out and are actually really cool. I want to re-pick those up and try playing through fully on them sometime. But it's going to be really cool. And aside from that, a TV show about the Mercs is actually coming out, which is part of the Riddick universe. So that is going to be really cool to look at in the future. I don't know if he's going to be in recording or if this is just announcement, but there's no set date other than he just made the announcement, and it's really cool to see him back, especially Riddick. Anywho, to the other news, unofficial remote play app lets us play PS4 on our PCs now. Well, sorta. A developer named Twisted is behind the brains of the unofficial project. Pretty much, it's got the same idea as the Xbox One, where they were able to network remote play, and it actually looks really cool. I just watched the minute or so video of it before I started this stream, recording, whatever you like to call it, and I very much enjoy what he's doing here. Now, the only downside to this is it's a solo project, as far as I know right now. It's indie project. It looks smooth as hell to me, but you gotta spend $10 for it, which, in actual reality, $10 ain't bad to help support a guy that's doing it, again, by himself, and for what work he's put into it already, it looks really cool. I got to see the little bit of gameplay he did for Second Son, and again, I might throw the $10 at this if holidays and Black Friday don't kill everything this weekend. So that is going to be pretty cool. And finally, Gears of War Ultimate Edition is still set to come out for PC from their official forms of Gears of War. That is quoted as, "We do not have any news to share at the time for PC version. I know some people are worried about. Please don't fret. We are waiting to make sure polish and performance are prioritized on PC version so that you have a great experience." Manager also continued, "Once we have additional information, I can tell you what we know first." Now, as far as we know right now, this will be 4K supported, DirectX 12 supported, and won't have a frame rate lock. So 60 frames will be really freaking smooth. If we can get higher than that, you should be able to do 3D with certain hardware enabled. Oh, I know this is a very anticipated game that a lot of people have been waiting for, especially Mr. Eric over there in West Texas. Hi to you out there, Mr. Vettiel. Hope you're doing well out there, brother. And yeah, this is going to be something really cool to look forward to. I know I played the original Gears when I, again, owned my 360. And I played part 3 for multiplayer with my good friend Carlos, who is one of the said mentioned friends that I would be playing Battlefront with. So yeah, those are the things that happened over the weekend. Stuff that is coming into the week now. Futurama just it doesn't matter. We'll just go into it right now. Futurama recently announced that it's coming back from the dead for the second or third time now. Because technically they had their few season runs, got canceled, did their movie run, sort of got canceled, but then it transitioned into the new last seasons, and then finally killed off. Well, they said they're going to be bringing a new mobile game to the plate here. I'll just read a quick quote from what they have. The game, titled Futurama Game of Drones, takes players on a journey with the Planet Express crew as they fight a desperate imbalanced trade war against long-term shipping rival Momco. While delivering dangerous cargo to hazardous locations under ill-advised circumstances, players connect groups of delivery drones to solve an array of frenzied puzzles as they venture into iconic environments of the Futurama universe. Now, reading more into this article, I wasn't sure if this is going to be like a Candy Crush type of game, and the licensing for it is enough for me to want to play this game, but I never played Candy Crush, and that was for a reason that I don't like playing certain games that are so hyped up and so mainstream about it, and also make you pay like microtransactions and stuff of that sort. I know I play some games, but I usually never, ever pay microtransactions for those games like um, Clash of Clans and the Jurassic World game are two that I'm playing mobile right now. And I have yet to pay a penny on those games. I actually take my time with those. To me, it's a better reward. It's frustrating as hell sometimes, especially for Clash of Clans. But hey, there's only so much I can do on my own there. Moving on to other news, Billy Mitchell, who was the former or current, I'm not sure, but I know for sure he was at one time the Donkey Kong champion of the world, gets his court case against the parody depiction tossed out because he is a human being. Now, Regular Show did an episode back in, I want to say, season 3, in which Mordecai and Rigby had a arcade gaming session, and it was a tournament actually, where they pretty much duked it out for the best of the best type of arcade run here, and there was a parody of Billy Mitchell, which they did him as a giant floating head, and they actually did a pretty damn good job at this, and I very much enjoy Regular Show and all the comedy that's associated with it, all the references to the 80s and 90s that they do in there, but this was one that was a little odd. I didn't really get to read into this one much, other than what I just told you pretty much. But yeah, the court, according to the judge, I'll just read straight off of the deal here. According to the judge, the depiction of non-human creature, a giant floating head from outer space, while the real Mitchell is a human being. Also, the judge noted that the Regular Show character explodes while the plaintiff does not. So, pretty much, there you go, dude. I know there's been similar court cases where, who was it? Lindsay Lohan tried to do Trevor from GTA 5. That one was just stupid. And there's several others, but I don't remember them. But, yeah. As my girlfriend pointed out, it really sucks that the paparazzi and other people can take pictures and memes and throw them on the internet, and as much as we want to, we can never win those kind of cases. But yet, stuff like this, that's supposed to be parody, fun for the kids, and just fan service, and I guess kind of like a, how would you say, like a tribute to said peoples, is happening here. We're gonna forget about the Lindsay Lohan thing for a second, but stuff like this happens, and then these celebrities try to go after people like that. It's just stupid and a waste of time, in my opinion. I absolutely think this was a waste of time for everyone, and I'm so glad that Cartoon Network and Regular Show won this, and pretty much had the case thrown out. Go into the Lindsay Lohan thing real quick. If you don't know that one was, pretty much she depicted that during her drug-addicted times and blah blah blah, that Trevor was a depiction parody of her, which again is stupid, and I don't know where in her right mind she got that from, but again, I don't try to get into a lot of celebrity gossip and crap like that, but it's one that had to do with gaming, so I had to keep up with it as much as I could. So glad Rockstar won that one again, and if they didn't, I'm sorry that I completely misread or misinterpreted what happened, but again, stupid stuff. Don't try to win against stuff like this, because yeah, gaming is a really big thing now. On to other news. This one was recently announced as of 6 this morning when I was reading this one. This is Eastern time, I'm assuming. Apparently, the host of the Game Awards show, formerly known as the VGA VGX Awards show, says that there are going to be 10 on-stage awards, or on-stage announcements, Thursday night, which is kind of odd that they're going to do it Thanksgiving night, but is it Thanksgiving night? No, December 3rd, I'm sorry. So that's next Thursday. Good that they didn't do it. But the Game Awards show is to take place in Los Angeles, California, December 3rd, at 9 p.m. Eastern, which will be 8 p.m. Central our time. I will more than likely watch this and see what the hell is going to be going on with the on-stage awards. I might do a quick little video on this, just to kind of do an announcement, but again, I'm maybe stupid busy, You know what? Actually, I might have time to do something like that on Saturday morning, but we'll see what goes on. But I would love to see what the what's gonna happen here. On to other news, and actually, let me check. Oh, I'm only at 25 minutes. Cool. We're actually breezing through these pretty quick. At this time, usually this is when sponsors are thrown out there and blah blah blah. We don't have sponsors. We're too small of a thing. So, sponsor, blah blah blah. Just trying to give you an idea what the formula kind of would have been like. Also, they have a little bit of personal discussion, blah blah blah. Again, I'm want to try to do this formula, but we'll see what happens at this time. And we may not be at 25-minute area. We may be plus 10 or double time of where we're at right now, depending if there's other people and other discussions going on. So we're just going to keep breezing through these. And fan mail also is another thing that goes on. Batteries charged. That goes on in these, and this would be an ideal time for me to do Topic Tuesday or any other comments that we've gotten through the week. Another person that I watch, and again, I just kind of want to throw this out there to kind of kill time and give myself an idea of what it would feel like to do said discussions like this. But another person that I watch, Mr. Glenn Fletcher, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, dude, of Spectrum Media Group, SMG, actually does a comments video separate from his weekly type of deal. And I think that's a pretty cool idea. If I got that many subscribers and that many comments, I would love to do something like that. And I know a lot of people, again, of the normal peoples I watch, usually do comments and reader mail in this said section right now. So this would have been an ideal time to do so. But anywho, we don't have stuff like that right now. If anything, I'm getting nothing as far as comments go, so please let me know how things are going. I'm actually going to be posting this up on YouTube around noon today, my time, Central. I'm going to post this on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and more than likely I'm going to do this on my personal. That way I can start getting word out and making this more publicized. Hopefully I can have these at a better, much better quality by this time next year, and I know for damn sure I will, because I won't have that little camera rig over there anymore. I will more than likely have an actual legit camera, an actual legit microphone. That way I don't have to be using the onboard for anything. I could be doing it through my microphone headset, but we'll see how time goes and what happens. Just as a heads up, Christmas is right around the corner for anyone that's watching this right now, and I would very much like some of this equipment or gift cards to Guitar Center, Best Buy, other items that I could get said equipment from. Anywho, back to the news. Microsoft announced, do you want original Xbox game backwards compatibility? And we're not talking about 360, which they recently did about a month or so ago now. We're talking about OG Xbox. They said nothing's impossible. Now, this one isn't a super big story that I want to stick on right now, but it's a very cool idea. They add on that I'm sure they would love to see one as an opportunity to look at. So, that would be pretty cool, actually. I actually still have my OG Xbox that my dad had gotten me back, and I want to say, I don't remember. I remember I was in middle school, so it had to be back in like 01, 02 area, and I love that game system. It was the first time that I had something that cool that early, aside from my Nintendo 64, and that was actually supposed to be Topic Tuesday, but we'll get to that later on. I might actually push that forward as another thing. But anywho, as far as presents for gaming goes, that has to be probably my second or third favorite thing I've ever gotten for gaming. And I absolutely loved my OG Xbox. I had some amazing games on there, first party and third party titles on there. I actually want to go back and play some stuff. Surprisingly, I don't play anything associated with MechWarrior right now, which Hawken and MechWarrior Online, I believe is what it's called, are readily available as free to play right now, and I have not touched anything, even though I'm on both their mailing lists. Ooh, excuse me. And I'd played Mech Warrior back when I think it was Mech Warrior 3 or 4 that I played on PC back in the day. And I actually have the disc somewhere around here. Not in the office, but somewhere around the house. And I thoroughly enjoyed that game. And I should actually look into playing those because the Xbox OG actually made me fall back in love with Mech Warrior. Or, yeah, Mech Warrior because they did Mech Assault 1 and 2 on there, which were absolutely beautiful at the time. 2 was a little more different, but again, I thoroughly enjoyed both of those. So, if they do bring back Xbox, if they can bring back Live for Mech Warrior 1 or 2, oh, that'd be cool. But anyhow, back into more news and less about myself and reminiscing about the past. We have 2 PC games in question right now. Let me see if the camera's in good position. Yes, it is. Okay. Anywho, we have 2 PC games in the news about microtransactions this week. Payday 2 and Tripwire's Killing Floor 2 are both in the news here. Pretty much from my understanding on both of these issues, we'll start with Payday 2 because that's the one I have open right now. They said they weren't going to do microtransactions back when. Then they started to do some minor cosmetic microtransactions and XP. Let's see. Sorry, I just found out about this actually, so I'm actually going to read a quote that someone posted up to their deal. Anywho, Nick Flig posted up to in a discussion board on Kotaku. I seriously can't believe that Almir thinks that he can justify the additional microtransactions and the COP stats boost skins in a single safe by saying things change in development. For fuck's sake, Almir, why say shit you really don't plan on sticking in what you said? The fuck makes you think that anyone will trust anything you say anymore? Then, Ashley, being a badass she is, asks Almir blah 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 blah. So pretty much, either these streamers or these during this discussion they had a really all-out war about this microtransaction thing, and I know it's turned into a very big thing about Payday 2, and it's just a really bad thing, microtransactions, well, at least for PC games, especially when you promise something and then turn your back on it. And again, I'm sorry I don't know a huge amount because Payday 2 and Killing Floor 2 aren't 2 big games that I play a crap ton of right now. And unfortunately, I do not own Killing Floor 2, although I will pick it up. And I'll have a little bit more discussion about that in a moment. But again, I would love to play the hell out of that game. I just don't have time to again. I don't have friends that play a lot of Killing Floor. That's, again, something that's kind of discouraged me from playing it. But going into Killing Floor 2 real quick, apparently they're having issues with it as well. Apparently it was in yesterday's news where microtransactions were only supposed to be, again, cosmetic. And then they end up turning into game-changing content, apparently. And again, I'm so sorry I haven't read into this. This is my first time actually reading into these, thoroughly reading into these. Let's see. Okay. Blah 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 blah. I'm just trying to get quotes. I don't want to read directly off articles. Okay, here's one directly from a Q&A post that they did. Question: will I have to spend money to remain competitive? Which apparently this is like a pay to win issue that's come up with both developers or both games in question. And I'm just gonna read Killing Floor's deal here real fast. Answer: no, all the content added to Trading Floor at launch will be cosmetic only and will not affect gameplay in any way. In the future, we may be adding weapons with new gameplay for sale, but this will appear in the shared content area on the server. This means that if any players on the server has a weapon, like Chivalry Z, I don't know how to pronounce that one, I'm not going to try, then every player on the server will be able to use it. No one gets any advantage. Co-op games, everyone starts an equal Our goal is for any such weapon to be side grades anyway, so they won't provide an edge overall in the current tier of weapon power. Another quote goes, "Not much time is left to change anything before the update, but we are listening. And for those asking, quote, again, quote inside of a quote, why not get the game out for early access first? Well, here's your answer. Feedback leading to changes is what we're doing with this first. Changes to the future plans so that when the game comes out of early access, it is actually finished with core systems likely ironed out and working the way people want it to." So again, for sure, Killing Floor is still in its alpha stages from my understanding, and they're still trying to work out kinks with it. But this is something that is pissing off people. Unfortunately, I don't play enough. But my understanding, in my opinion, real quick, what they're going for, or what they said they were going for, was something like how CSGO does, where you purely pay for cosmetic, crate drops, and other things like that, and then you get said weapon. Whereas they may be taking a pay-to-play type of approach from both games, and are making you pay to get said weapons. Now, I kind of like the idea that Killing Floor had, where, yeah, you could get some person that's actually bought a said weapon, or a rich person, or more person that can actually afford stuff to get items like that, and then share it with the party, which is kind of cool. But I don't think you want to be running around with just, we'll say, AK-47 was a game or a gun that wasn't available, and everyone's running around with AKs when you're supposed to be playing specific set roles for your person. Again, I'm sorry I don't know a crap ton about this, and I'm not sorry about the cursing. This is, again, my opinions coming out, quotes, and I don't like editing anything as far as wording goes, because it's something that belongs to people, and whatever is said needs to be said. Anyone that's ever watched any of my stuff, whether it be stream or this type of content, you already know that I do not hold back as far as items go, because I like, again, when something needs to be said, it needs to be said in the way it was said. Yeah, if that made any sense. There will be no editing or bleeping of any curse words, pretty much. So, sorry if you have children that are watching this. You have been, again, forewarned, and I will not warn ever again, because this is something that needs to be known, and I will make an intro video to the channel. That way, if you ever watch, you will at least know that this action is going to be happening. In other news, and I kind of want to sidestep to role-playing, tabletop people real quick, because I don't give enough love to y'all, and I'm sorry. Earlier you saw the Imperial Guardsmen, which are now Astra Militarum for Warhammer 40k, 30k now. Apparently it's becoming a very big thing. But I watch Mini Wargaming, who is probably the most watched peoples for tabletop gaming, at least to my awareness. They're someone that I've been watching for years now. Just actually did a deal for, I forgot what it's called. Excuse me for one moment while I look that up. And this is another major advantage to me, being able to look this up on a, on a laptop here. Betrayal of Calth, C-A-L-T-H, just came out, and they did a very awesome review of it. If you are anywhere into tabletop gaming, this may be a game to look into. American-wise, I believe it's around the 130 mark to order it from Games Workshop. It actually looked pretty cool. I saw their review video of it, and it looked pretty darn awesome. Pretty much, it's a board game style with the Warhammer OG characters in there, so that may be something to look into. Another major thing that's come up over the past little while here is the Tau, who are a major faction in the Warhammer 40k universe. I don't know if they count as 30k, because technically they weren't found until the 40th millennium, 41st millennium era. Anyway, they weren't around back then, and I want to say that, just giving a little quick lore, that when the Emperor was doing exploration and trying to reunite the Imperium, that the tower just found. But anywho, um, getting back more on topic, because I'm kind of swaying off there. The Tau have a new codex, an update. I haven't been able to play them yet at all because I don't even have a Tau army yet. And I know I'm kind of going to get a little from my cousin, but I thoroughly enjoy it, and I love the hell out of the video games. I want to get into the tabletop game again. I'm actually going to get a little bit of my girlfriend's family involved in it pretty soon here. We're pretty much thinking of doing Space Marines, Tau. I want to try to lean them into a little bit of Chaos and Orcs. That way we have a little bit more flavor as far as our game goes. And I have a little bit of Imperium, Astra Militarum over there. So it'd be kind of cool, but definitely going to look into that new Tau Codex eventually. So there's your little deal there for tabletop people. Sorry, trading card guys. I didn't really have enough time. Again, this is the middle of the week. I don't usually have a lot of time to do stuff like this. But I promise you, I will be doing more as time goes on. So to kind of round off the deal here, we're actually in 40 minutes already, 41 minutes, not bad. Sorry, kind of get comfy there for a second. It is Turkey Week, which means there's going to be a lot of eating and a lot of crazy people out there for Black Friday. But never worry, people, the internet is your savior this year. And there is a lot of stuff that's happened already, and there's a lot of stuff to come that will be happening from... It seems like a lot of stuff started back in September from what I heard on our report, as far as regular consumer went. But then as far as gaming went, there's been a lot of items since Sunday that have been going on and are continuing to go on through Black Friday week. And then of course there's going to be game deals here popping up every so often in brick and mortar stores and online. But anywho, getting back to the idea here, that Steam machines actually went on sale yesterday, so sorry, this is a little bit of late news, and hopefully someone got to take advantage of that is going to watch this video, or is watching this video right now, that actually got one of these really kick-ass looking Syber, S-Y-B-E-R, models that came out. Now, from what I saw, it was a one-day deal only, which was yesterday, 11/24/15, and it was a Steam machine from Syber. It was originally 500 and it dropped down to 300, which is really freaking cool. Which pretty much means you could have gotten the power of a really badass machine that outdoes an Xbox One or PS4. And no hate to consoles. Again, I thoroughly enjoy watching my girlfriend and playing with my girlfriend on our PS4. I have my dad's PS4 actually over there right now, and I'm playing a little bit on it before he comes to pick it up. Hopefully he doesn't pick it up for a while, just saying. And I have my Xbox One, which again, I thoroughly enjoy playing when I get to play with friends. But PC is something that's really cool to get into. If you haven't got into it, there are a couple of very unique things that you can do on PC. But a Steam machine that's about the size of an Xbox One, because it is the larger of the two, is really cool. So they discounted what was known as the P model, I believe. I don't remember. I'm just kind of reading off of this right now. But it was considered the value PC. They came with an i3 4160, which is a fairly decent little dual core. It has hyper-threading in there. So you could do some decent gaming in there with a 750, which it may not be a Ti, but still it's very cool. And it's very much playable for really any major title to do in the high area for at least MOBAs, Blizzard games, and then some of your more top tier games or more graphically intense games. We'll take Fallout 4 for example real quick, and a couple of RTSs that are like Rome Total War 2. You may be able to play those in the medium areas with decent frame rates. With 1 gig of GDDR5, which again, that's why I'm saying you wouldn't have been able to play stupid crazy, but it's something that you can, would be able to do some really cool MOBAs on, and 4 gigs of RAM. Again, it's not the best machine out there, but for an introduction PC or something to kind of update from a 5-year-old PC is something absolutely amazing. My current rig actually can handle just fine against something like this. I have 16 gig of RAM in there. It is a 4770K, which completely outdoes an i3. I have a 560, which is a little under par of what a 750 can do, but it's fine because I'm very much happy with playing on 1080 with the games that I play right now. And I can play fairly decent at medium high to super high on every game. I actually did Crisis 2, and I'm just trying to think of the more graphical intense games I don't have my main rig on right now. But I did a couple of tests on it, and it handled Crisis 2 on extreme settings, 30 or over. So for sure that 750 should be able to do some damage to games, because my 570 is again a little bit older. It only has 1 gig of GDDR5 VRAM on there, so that was a pretty good value. Other than that, they have other machines and they got discounted 100 or so. Some also got discounted 200, but it sucks that it was only a 1-day sale, because now it's over and we can't really talk about, oh, check out this awesome deal, go down the links right now, but again, it's something that you can look forward to more than likely when Black Friday hits in a couple of days, Cyber Monday, and as time drags on through the holiday seasons, it'll definitely be something to look at. So that is that. Other than this, Steam's sale is actually coming up. I cannot look at it right now because during recording time, I'm about 3 hours away from, I believe, of actually looking at that. So hopefully they got some really cool stuff coming out. I'm sorry, wallet, but you're gonna take a little bit of a hit here. Maybe I'll try to keep it around $20, $30, $50. We'll see what happens. Because I also have, hopefully, a decent size paycheck coming in, and selling my old laptop, which should be selling for a decent amount as well. But anywho, back to what's going on. Steam sale starts. I believe that's going to go on for a week. It'll be going on from today, 11/25, through, I want to say, next Thursday, December 3rd, from what my understanding was. It'd be cool if they would actually let those run 2 weekends, because some people don't get paid in time, and it just so happens every freaking time that that any of these guys have really kick-ass sales, it's during my not paid week or weekend, and it really sucks. So I think I'm gonna I've been saving a little bit more, and not that I've been living paycheck to paycheck or anything, which we have actually, but we're acting more smart with our money, so hopefully we can take better advantage of stuff like this. I know whenever PS4 stuff comes out, we almost jump on it immediately because she loves playing games, and I love to keep her busy with her PS4, that way she doesn't get stupid bored. Although I would love to get her on PC, so I might actually go buy my girlfriend some stuff. That's a pretty good idea. I might buy her some stuff, that way we can finally play together. And I'll be upgrading her rig here sooner or later. Anywho, back to the whole thing. Of stuff we know for sure that is happening right now, Xbox should be having a sale right now. PlayStation should be having a sale right now. Or a sale, I'm sorry, right now. But I'm mostly going to focus on PC because this is what I found right now in the wee early hours of the morning. But, make sure camera's on point. Yes, okay. Anywho, Black Friday has begun for Origin. It'll be happening now, 25th, through the 30th, Cyber Monday. You can get up to 75% off hundreds of titles and DLC packs. Notables for today, or at least now, and it may be permanent through the sale, but anyway, the new lows, and we'll go off of what they have listed here. And I actually want to refresh something real fast to see if anyone else has picked up anything. Nope. And we'll just go off of what I have here. Anywho, Dragon Age Inquisition is, and I'll just round up to the nearest dollar or significant figure here because 99 just is a mouthful to continue on. But anywho, Dragon Age Inquisition is $15, usually $40. Battlefield Hardline, $12 instead of $30. The deluxe edition of that is going $14 instead of $35. FIFA 15 is $15 instead of $30, $16. is actually $36 instead of $60. The Sims 4 is on sale for $25 instead of $60, and the DLC Gets Work is $20 instead of $40. Other notable deals that they have listed on here, and I'll just run through these real fast. Battlefield 4 with Premium is $20. SimCity Complete is $15. Mass Effect Trilogy is $15. Garden Warfare, the original, is $8 right now. Tomb Raider Survival Edition is $6.25. The Walking Dead Season 1 is $6.25, which was and should be till the end of the month, if I remember correctly, is either on Xbox One or Xbox One or PS4. So if you haven't got those yet, definitely pick them up. Again, something I thoroughly enjoyed watching. I never got a chance to play them, but I do have them, so I might be playing them soon. Anywho, rounding it off real quick, Mass Effect is under $4. So definitely check out those deals. They do their On the House, which I do believe is still Red Alert 2, the original, not Yuri's Revenge, which is actually one of the more fast-paced of the series, and is actually really damn good as far as storyline goes. It's a little funny. It's got a little bit of comedy in there. And that's kind of how the Red Alert universe goes, where it's a little just out there, a little ridiculous, but it works for them. It's one of their more popular series that were out there in the entire franchise of Command & Conquer. Finally, we have Games for Gold announced for December. Now, I would like to do PlayStation's, and we'll go ahead and just do theirs real quick because theirs is a little less notable because no one knows what it is yet. There are a couple of leaks on what it could be, but it's nothing super official yet. So, from what I'm reading here so far, Angry Birds Space apparently is going to be on there. Apparently, Shadow Warrior for PS4, Watch Dogs for PS3, and for some reason they are listing Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which I actually have on my PS3 and I very much enjoyed a couple years back for Christmas present, which was very cool. Thank you again to my uncle for getting me that. Very much enjoyed that game, and I still need to play completely through it because I never got a chance to. I only played about a quarter of the game, so I'll definitely be checking that out again. Anywho, Games for Gold, because this is the one that is actually completely leaked as far as I know, is the Xbox One will be having Van Helsing December 1st to the 31st. Thief, if you haven't picked it up, it was actually back in June, I want to say, but I know I picked this one up already, and I'm going to try to make sure I picked it up and play it this time. Thief is on sale, or for free, I'm sorry, at Games to Gold, December 16th through January 15th, so that one's a full month. Castle Storm for the Xbox 360. I was alright about this one. I didn't really get too into it. I played the tutorial and a couple of levels through it, and I kind of just set it down and forgot. And I got it for free, so I didn't have much issue with it, but I got that for the Xbox One. It's a good casual, but again, it's up to you. It's, how to describe this real quick. Castle Crushers style, and then you have a little bit of a line of minions running out with heroes that you can activate. It was alright. Sacred 3, December 16th to the 31st, and Operation Flashpoint. What is that? Dragon Rising, the 16th through the 31st as well. So those are your Games for Gold for December. And I'll be super confirming that, hopefully with, if I do another episode in December next Saturday, because that's usually when I'll be doing these. I think I'm going to have enough time because I should have enough time to do these because I have the next 2 Saturdays off. Not this Saturday, but the first 2 Saturdays of December I will have off. So, that wraps it up. This was a little bit of an odd episode. Again, we are in the new place with the laptop, and this is probably going to be the only one. I might do another one because I actually kind of enjoyed the lighting and everything with this. The microphone was a little weird, and I might try a couple of new things out next time. But yeah, this was Just a quick episode because I have today off, Wednesday. I'm going to be stupid busy over the next few days because we got Turkey Day, Black Friday, work, bill paying work at least, and just a lot of items that are coming up over the next little while here. I will be trying to stream. That'll be Twitch TV / Little Rocker Dude. If you ever want to drop in and watch, we do have a Facebook. Let me actually look that one up quick because I forgot if the link is still good for it. And I would hate to actually look it up and it be wrong. Okay, it is www.facebook.com/3CAGcom. And it's just what I ended up with. I wanted to do 3CAG team, but that's what we ended up with. If you are seeing this on Facebook or any other social media and ever want to check us out on YouTube, because that's where we're pretty much going to be living on, I'm going to try a Twitch stream one time, and I might try YouTube stream, actual YouTube stream, but we'll see how this goes again in the future. But it'll be YouTube, and just look up 3CAG TEAM, 3CAG team, and we should pop up immediately there. It's Commander's Allegiance Gaming. I'll definitely check us out if you get a chance to. Other than that, aside from the bus, we have Topic Tuesday that I try to do every so often. I wanted to do one yesterday, but I just didn't have the time to. We had a bit of an odd schedule, and we're again trying to move into this new place, so we had a little bit of cleaning to do. Other than that, I'm gonna try to do something Mondays, but usually that doesn't work out. I want to be doing stuff on Wednesday, like review-wise, but that hasn't worked out completely the way I want to yet. Although, if I can get a patron, I believe is what it's called, system up, or some type of donation system set up to where I can actually be purchasing these with some assistance, that way I'm not like completely dishing out my entire paycheck to do reviews on the items. That'd be really cool. But I might try to do a quick review sometime in early January next year, when I have a little bit less stuff to do. But again, if you've checked out my personal vlog, and I'm going to be making a note of this in my personal vlog, and I might be doing that afterward as far as recording goes. But anywho, we have a busy schedule coming up in the next few months here. We got, again, the holidays coming through. 4-year anniversary from my girlfriend and I being together. Just a quick note on that. Love you. Anywho, after that we have Anime Matsuri X that we will be going to. We were going to try to Ushicon, but that just isn't going to work out for the budget. And Matsuri X was, or Matsuri in general, was something that I very much enjoyed, and I would love to go back to Houston to do that. I'm going to try to do an interview and a little bit more video recording out there, but we'll see how that goes. Now that I actually have a camera system a little bit more ready, and now that we've experienced it, we can do more stuff with that one. But again, I'll do more stuff in the personal vlog to kind of describe and break down what I want to do for that. And then we have family moving down, hopefully in March. So yeah, we're going to be quite busy. So we got December, January, February that for sure we're going to be stupid busy and saving money for. So as far as review stuff goes, and yeah, it's all going back to review stuff, hopefully in March or April we'll be able to finally start doing at least once a month to twice a month. That would be really cool. And we'll try to do products that are strictly to gaming, or that would be really cool for gamers. And don't worry, we're not just going to do PC, or we're not just going to stick one console. We're actually going to be doing legit stuff that will be, accessory-wise, is more than likely what we're going to be doing for your gaming experience. So we're not going to be doing just a game, because everyone and their mama does game reviews. At least you can go look on like Destructoid, Kotaku, Games Radar, and many other sources out there that will be doing game reviews. So I don't think we're ever going to do a said game review. We may do one, but once it's like out of alpha, or maybe when Games for Gold kind of comes up and we have a game or two, that way we can kind of give you an idea of what's going on with that. So again, I haven't played any of the games or Games for Gold or PS Plus from my awareness, other than Castle Storm right now. and you kind of got my little 15-30 second review on that one. But again, it's a free game, so at least try it out and see how you like it. Other than that, review Wednesday. Thursday, we usually don't do anything. Friday, I would like to do, again, more free-to-play stuff, whether that be strictly streaming the free-to-play games that are out for Games for Gold, On the House, or PS Plus. I would like to do some PC gaming at that time, and then we'll see what happens as far as the rest of the schedule goes. But again, thank you for at least giving us an hour. Oh, sweet! An hour right on, pretty much, of your time there. And this new formula, I'm going to try to do a little bit more of. I like the way it just involves me a little bit more and gets a little bit more personal. That way, it's not just like copy and reading every single thing that's on the news deal. And I want to get a little bit more personal as far as discussion goes. If need be to go into an hour and 30, then so be it. I know a lot of these shows go into that area of the hour and a half with no problems. I promise you I will not make a 2 hour unless it is extremely necessary to. Other notes I want to make real quick. I'm going to try to do CES as far as just highlights of it. Unfortunately, I can't just fly out to freaking Las Vegas and other major places like that. So again, I'm going to try to do as much on location as I can. Just to give you a heads up real fast, and I'm going to mention this again in a future one and go into more detail. We're going to try for Anime Matsuri X, X being 10. I'm going to try for a SummerCon or summer gaming event. More than likely, I'm going to do QuakeCon, which would be freaking awesome if I can actually do the LAN party. Hopefully I can see some really big top names out there and get a word or two in with them, kind of show them what I'm doing and hopefully get some good feedback from them. Other than that, I would like to do other stuff, but we'll see what happens. ChupacabraCon is coming up, and that one is strictly tabletop, which would be freaking awesome because I love tabletop, but I don't make enough time to do tabletop. It'd be cool if my friends would do tabletop with me, and I know I got a little bit of family that would do it with me, but unfortunately they're not here. They're in the Austin area, so yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of dragging this on, but I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of how long this would be. So again, thank you for watching. Hopefully I have a better show next time, a little bit more informative, and I can get this formula down of how I want it to be recorded. That way we can just flow with it much better. And again, hopefully I can get a guest person with me or get a secondary, third-dairy, however you'd like to call it, other peoples with me. That way it's not just me blabbing on forever and you get a little bored with me. But again, this is the thing I want to do. I'm comfortable with doing it, and hopefully my friends are comfortable with doing it, family's comfortable with doing it. That way I can get other people more involved with it and actually get them in discussion. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, we will try to do this every Saturday. For sure, I'm going to try to do it every Saturday once the New Year folds around, although I'm going to skip on the 1st because of New Year and anniversary, but after that, we'll go from there. Again, thank you for listening in, and I hope you enjoy. If you want, check out any of our other content. It'll be linked below. And I'm not going to do that whole here like that, but you know what to do. So, again, thank you, and I hope to see you next week. Yeah, we'll try for next week. We'll see you next week.